Hey guys, welcome to one more video. This is Max from server 133. In this video we'll be talking about the Monarch gear and how to make the presets. Now all these presets and everything is something that I'm going to be showing you how to use them, and for that I'm going to be making some fresh preset right here on this video. First let's talk about what are the different types of Monarch gear. We have got 6 of them, as you can see on my screen. The one on the top left is a staff, the one right below the staff is a grail, at the bottom is a horn, the top right is a crown, the second one is a decoration, third one is a crystal. Now let's talk about which type of horn and which type of gear or which type of crystal gives you what buff. So the first one is the staff. Now staff is of 5 different types. First one is the mountain staff, which is for the ground troops, as you can read here. Ground troop attacks plus 30%, ground troop attack plus 60 points. Second is the thunder staff, which is for mounted. Third is the wind staff, which is for ranged. Fourth is a fire staff, which is for siege machine. Fifth is the all troops attack, which is 20%. So if you have something which is of the combined or of all the types, it is 33% individually, but if you just mix it up like all the types in total, in generalize the attack, it is 20%. Same way we have the thunder grail with all the 5 types for ground, mounted, range, siege, and for all of them giving you 20%. Just opposite to the grail is the decoration, which is the defense. So you've got the ground troop defense, the mounted troop defense, the range troop defense, siege machine defense, all troop defense. Now these are the things that will be giving you the troop buffs when you're attacking an enemy or when you're defending the attacks from an enemy, and this is something that you need to use as per your game mode. If you're killing bosses, you will want to have everything in the mounted form. If you're on a player versus player action, you'll have to change it to your march preset condition. Let's say if you're working on the range march, you're working on the siege march, you're working on defense, which type you are focusing on depending on that. Now the very bottom left thing is horn. Horns are of 4 types. First one is the war horn, which basically increases your march size capacity. Second one is your march speed, which is courage horn. The third one is your loyalty horn, which increases your troop load. Fourth one is your justice horn, which increases your march speed to monsters. Now let's talk about the next one, which is the crown. Crowns are of 6 types. Crowns are basically these things that increase your buffs of speeds. So when we say about speed buffs, in the sense, right now I have got a research crown, which is intellect crown for research, strength crown for construction, agile crown for crafting, martial crown for training, medicine crown for healing, durable crown for trap building speed up. Now let's try an example. I'll be going to the research academy. In medical there is this one research which you can see here. It says 28 days 5 hours 40 minutes. Please make a note of this: 28 days 5 hours. Let's also have a look at the gems. It is 38,000. So 38,000 and 28 days 5 hours. Now the moment I apply the intellect crown, the same research of 38,000 and 28 days will become 35,000 and 25 days. So you can see the huge difference this thing has created. Now imagine you are going to be reducing this by 3 days. Now if you're planning to do good number of researches, let's say while playing the undead invasion, people often hit the help button in the alliance, which generally pops up on the embassy. If you equip this, it's going to make such a huge difference. You might actually end up finishing your 20-minute, 30-minute researches in a second if your alliance is active and hitting the help button. Let's move on and have a look at the next one, we'll also check the strength crown. So to check the strength crown, what I'm going to do is I am going to be looking at the construction. So 86 days, 5 hours, 116,000 gems. Let's remember 116 in 86 days. Now we put up the strength crown. It becomes 105,000 gems and 77 days. So you see the difference. Apart from the subordinate city buffs, apart from the generals on the duty, the crowns have the potential to reduce the time to such a good level. Just do the maths. We almost saved like 11 days of speed ups or something. Now if you are talking about speed ups, yeah, we saved almost 9 days of speed ups. It takes 3 B10 bosses, boss level 10, for 1 day of speed up if you're not using double drop. Imagine if you're saving 9 days, that's like 27 B10s. Each B10 is taking 27 if you do not have Nathaniel Green. Again, if you do the maths, almost 500 stamina, 5 bottles of 100 stamina is saved, which is as good as your $5 package. Or if you calculate with gems, it is again 2000 gems. So you're saving a lot if you basically just change your gear as per your requirement, the crown. Now let's talk about the bottom right side gears. These are the crystals. The crystals are of two types. The upper line, which you can see, is for the production. The lower line is for gathering. Now let me tell you what is the right time to use the production and what is the right time to use the gathering. For example, if you are in a fighting mode, you are in a player versus player action, or you are in a server war, or you are in a battlefield, this is the moment that your troops will not be gathering. They will not be they will not be on the tiles to collect resources. They will be attacking the enemy. They will be busy. At that moment, you need is the resource production, food production, lumber production, stone production, ore production. But when you are going to go to your bed, your sleep time, or you're going to take a break, maybe you're going for work, a meeting, anything that is going to take you off the game, or your marches are going to be free, you choose which type of gathering you want to do. Do you want to do stone gathering? Do you want to do ore gathering? Do you want to do lumber gathering, food gathering, any category? And you can send your troops to gather, and that is going to reduce, or that is going to improve your gathering speed by 33%. Now if you want to see the difference, let's just put up let's first find out a property that we can gather, a tile. So I can see a level 10 tile, 2.6 million resources. I have got my General Martinez. It is saying 2 hours 25 minutes 13 seconds. Now this is a stone mine quarry, and now if I'm going to gather it, it says 2 hours 16 minutes. Do you see the difference? 2 hours 16 minutes versus 2 hours 25 minutes. Now you might be thinking it is barely a difference of 9 minutes, but my dear friend, no, this is just a low level tile. If you are looking at a level 13 or a level 14, this will create a difference of 1 complete hour. And if you are going to bed, if it's an even time, it's a huge difference. Let's see once again the ore mine. It says 5 hours 14 minutes. Now let's put up the golden crystal, and my dear friends, it is 5 hours 55 minutes. That's a difference of clear 20 minutes. If I change the general to Queen Jindyok, 4 hours 29 minutes. Without the gear, with the general Queen Jindyok, 4 hours 45 minutes. Again a clear difference of 15 to 20 minutes. Now if you see, if you're doing 5 different spots you're gathering at a time, it's going to be saving nothing more than 20-30 minutes of your time. But imagine that 20-30 minutes are really important to clear out a tile. For those who are in the rush, they'll be really happy to save their time this way. Again, the effect also appears on the alliance mine. So right now I don't have anything. With my full march, it says 1 day 17 hours 26 minutes, 1 day 15 hours 5 minutes. You see the difference? So imagine if I send in a full march to gather. Let's say I'm looking out for a big meeting, I may not be able to play, so I can send out 4 marches to gather on the tiles and 1 march to gather on the alliance farm or alliance property, and that is going to give me such a good resource when they return. Again, this was about the crystals. The best time to use the resource production is when your alliance is fully active in killing bosses or joining rallies, and the best time to use the gathering, which is the gathering crystals, is during your break time or when you're offline, when your marches are not going to be used for joining rallies. Again, the upper category is for the production, the lower category is for the gathering. Your researches are important for all of these. So this is about the entire preset, sorry, this is about the entire monarch gear. Now let's make the monarch gear preset. So I have got some conditions. First one is attacking bosses. So for killing bosses, I'm going to be using my march. I will be needing a healing gear because if my troops get wounded, I need to heal them. I'll be using march speed to monsters. I have got everything in the mounted, and I'll be keeping stone production, food, or lumber production, because my marches will be busy killing the bosses. So I'm going to be saving this for boss hunting. Saved. Now this is my first march preset. Let's make a second march preset for range troops. This is for PvP. Confirm. Now when I'm playing with the range troops, I generally play on the march speed. I do not play on the march size. But sometimes if the enemy is above my level, I play on the march size. So I am going to be equipping this. Again, I'm going to keep the production on. I'll keep the healing on. That's what I need. I'm going to save this as range big march. And I'll make one more change. I'll save this as range fast march. Now this is as per you. You don't need to really copy what I'm saying. Now these are the 3 categories. Let's make the 4th category, which is my plundering category. Now for plundering, as you people might have seen, I'm using Amir Temur, who has a complete siege profile. So if I am aware the enemy is below my level, there are no reinforcements, if I have scouted him already, so this is what I'm going to be using. Siege plunder. Making one more march preset, which is for PvP. This is going to be siege player versus player. So now you can see I have got boss hunting, range big march, range fast march, siege plunder, siege PvP. Now how quick can I change? Done. Boom. Boss hunting. Done. Changed. Done. Changed. Now see, this is how quick you can be. You don't need to really change each and every gear. Again, there are a lot of people who make a march preset based on the mounted troop general, on their plan of construction or on their plan of research. Again, everybody has their own plans. What I have made this monarch gear, this is all as per my game style. You can always consult with people that you're playing with, because I am using stone production, as I do not have much stone resources on my account, because I gather all sorts of resources from outside, but stones is something that I don't gather, and happens to be that stone is something that I'm running short of every time. In fact, you will also run short of stones in some time in future. So I always recommend doing this. Now while I was making this video, I wasn't gathering with my troops because we have got the tile hit issue going on, or we would be still gathering. Now let's talk about from where you can find these gears. So first and foremost, the basic is by doing these events. Right here you can see the gather troops events, in which one of these events is giving you the where can't I find them? I can't find them. Give me a second, guys. Let me just runestone. Not here. Oh yes, you can see we are getting the gear chest over here. This is the monarch gear chest. You'll receive level 1 gear, then you can combine and make a level 2. Second one is patrolling. I'll have to show you with the patrolling thing. Now every day you get 3 patrolling for free. After that, this is what you do. When you see something that you want to buy, you spend 30 gems, you buy it. But you see something which you don't want to buy, that is 10,000 food. I don't want to buy this. You can refresh it with gold. What you see next is 2000 EXP. You want to buy it? Okay, spend gems on it. I want to buy the agile crown. I'll spend gems on it. Fire crystal. Now let me tell you, whatever you see here, you should buy it, because the actual buying cost of these gears, these monarch gears, is 200 gems, which you are getting for 30 gems. I don't want to buy the ore box. I'm going to skip this. I'm going to try buying few more because I want to show you a level 3 as well. You can, if you see this video carefully, there's a refreshing going on and you can see level 3 popping in randomly. Yes, now level 3 crown is going to cost you only 30 gems over here, but if you actually try to craft a level 3 crown, it's going to cost you 1800 gems. Now let me tell you how and why. So we'll go to the gears. Now when you get 3 gears of level 1, you compose them, you get a fourth gear, you get a level 2 gear. Now you can see that I've got 21 of these level 1 gears right here. When I compose them, 1 2 3 4, you can check on this one as it is increasing. 5 6 7, I've composed 7 times. I've got 20 of these level 2 gears. I compose them. You see, for every 3 gear there's 1 gear getting increased on the next one. Now this is I'm going to do compose also directly. Level 4 will be having 6 gears, 2 plus 6, which is 8. There you go. Level 5 will be having 4, and that's how it keeps increasing as per the level. So if you want to make a level 3 gear, you will have to put in total of level 1 9 gears, which you can see here. When you put in 9, 1 2 3, this becomes increased by 3. When you put in 3 over here, this becomes increased by 1. So if you are going to put so many in, imagine the gems cost that you will be bearing to increase the level of these gears. Okay, so patrolling is the recommended thing. When you get time, make sure that you patrol at least for 20-30 times in a day. It is okay to spend gems, especially during the event time. When you spend gems, it is worth it. You get rewards for spending gems, and it's okay. You get gems from the smashing the eggs, you get gems from completing daily quests. So if you're getting 600 gems every day, there is no harm in patrolling for 20 times and buying gears and all, because at the end they're going to be saving a lot of your speed ups, common speed ups, or trap building speed ups, construction speed ups, everything. It's really effective. Now let's look at one more way of earning all these monarch gear. So this is my favorite thing, Wheel of Fortune. Some people call it Wheel of Misfortune because it is not in their fortune to earn good stuff. I call it Wheel of Fortune. Now when I spin the wheel, there is a chance that you can get a level 1, 2 or 3 monarch here. You see I got a level 3 wind crystal, which is stone production 15%. There you go. I got a loyalty horn, which is increasing troop load. I got a mountain decoration, ground troop defense. So you see I got some of these level 1, 2 and 3 monarch gears by just doing spin the wheel. This is the most economical way, but the only challenge is the petrol and spin the wheel does not have any control of what they are giving. And last but the most important way of earning the monarch gear is purchasing packages. Not every package, but some of these event packages, they are also given monarch gear. In this one they are giving runestone chest, source of life, subordinate city clue chest, super resource chest and everything. Let me tell you, Evony has not sponsored me for this video. I am not promoting their packages at any point in this video. I am trying to show you that the packages are available, and as per the event they keep changing the packages. So this is all about getting the monarch gear. You get them on a regular basis for completing quests. The more active you are, the more ways you will get the monarch gear that you can use for your events, which you can see here. I've got so many which I have to open. I'm not going to waste your time in opening these right now. But with this, I conclude my today's video. I thank you all for tuning in and watching it completely. If you have any more questions, feel free to get in touch with me. You can write me a mail. This is my game name, Max Duel. You just enter in the name on the email and send it to me. I'll receive it on my server. I'll be able to reply it. I can also add you as friends and chat with you. So once again guys, take care. With this I conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. It means a lot. Until next time, everybody, take care. I'll see you all soon. And I think I need to work a bit on my closing. I'll make something better next time. Yeah, subscribe to my channel and hit a like button. Show me your support and love. We'll have fun together in the game. I'll see you all guys. Bye.